Greetings, brethren, it is your boy, the Donkey, and today we are having, well, I should say, this is the same day of my recording the Tuborg video in the Denmark road trip series, and if you've seen that, you will know that I wasn't really a fan of Tuborg, and I had quite a bit of it left, like over half the can. I just couldn't finish it. So I just chucked it because why bother? It's a lot of calories and I didn't really enjoy it, so eh. So I thought, why not punish myself for throwing away beer by drinking something that I'm probably not gonna like. And that is Spree Coast IPA, which is a West Coast IPA by the Lemke brewery in Berlin. Now, Lemke is a craft brewery, which I've said before doesn't really make a lot of sense in Germany because we have a lot of small privately owned family breweries all across the country. We don't really need craft beer breweries because we already had them forever. And basically what craft beer brewery in this sense means is that they put out a lot of this IPA stuff and various other craft beer favorites like farmhouse ales and gods know what else. So yeah, my history with IPAs is that I have had, I want to say 5 different ones, and I've liked none of them. And so at some point I just kind of gave up on that type of beer. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna like this one either, but we'll try. I'm open to it. I promised I wouldn't, talk shit about craft beer and it being hipster anymore. Yeah, so here we are, and I'm gonna give this an honest try, and just to see if maybe I like this one. Who knows? It has a pretty nice color. It's not too pale. Ooh. These glasses are really, really terrible. So difficult to fit anything in them. Look at this. Look at how close to the top that is. Anyway, I'm just going to go right ahead because otherwise it's just going to go everywhere, and I don't want, because I really don't like that smell of IPAs, so I don't want that everywhere. So here we go. Okay, I will say this. This is definitely the nicest IPA I've had. It's not super unpleasant. It's it has something really strange going on with it that I've not had in an IPA before. Again, remember, I've not had that many different IPAs because I just haven't found one that I actually liked. Not really sure I like this one either, but I don't find it obnoxious or anything, so yeah. I guess I do taste that, yeah. So it says that there's like a mandarin and citrus fruit aroma, and it does kind of have something vaguely citrus fruity about it. And what I do like about it is it doesn't have that tang. Sometimes the IPAs have really, really strong tangs, and I'm just not a fan of that. But this one is actually somewhat smooth, although it does linger a lot. Like, you know how a really strong Pilsner lingers? This one does as well. IPAs do tend to also do that, I find at least. But yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, the more I drink of it, the more I can actually really taste that sort of mandarin thing that they're talking about on the bottle. It's kind of subtle, but it works itself in a bit more. But I will say the bitterness and the tang of it does linger a lot. Like I can already taste nothing but that now. So I don't find that particularly pleasant. But again, I think, by the way, this is a 6.9% IPA. I don't really how that rates among IPAs. I know that they are generally a little bit higher in percentage, but yeah, that's what we have. I mean, I'm going back for more tries, so that's pretty good because there have been IPAs before where I've taken one sip and then said no thank you. So yeah. Um, I'm still not a fan, still not convinced of this type of beer, and I think that's fine. I think what a lot of beer drinkers seem to have sort of developed is this need to accept everything in the spectrum, and there is a lot in the spectrum, right? I mean, I showed you in the German Beer Week just how many different types of beer Germany has, and then there are all the ales. There's so many different types of ales. They're all different. And then there's also all sorts of traditional ways of brewing beer. There's braggot, and oh my goodness, there's just so many different types. There's also very, very burpy. Um, but it's totally fine to say, I don't like wheat beers. I don't like, I don't know, stouts. I don't like red ales. I don't like pilsners. Um, yeah, and I'm not sure I'm a big fan of IPAs. So there's that. But I will say, as IPAs go, this is definitely the one I like the most out of them. Rating wise, I can't give this more than like a 4 out of 10. I just don't think I would get it again. I'm still not convinced. I still need that IPA that makes me a convert. But this not quite it. But if I would rank, I mean, the other 5 IPAs, I'm sure I'll try them at some point again on the channel. But if I had to rank all of them, they would all be somewhere between 0 and 3, right? So this is pretty decent. It's not too bad. And I'm sure for someone who loves IPAs, this is actually one to try. So if you like IPAs, if that's your type of beer or it's a type of beer you enjoy in general, you should definitely try the Spree Coast IPA, which is a West Coast IPA from the Lemke brewery in Berlin. I don't know if they export their beers. I guess they do because they have a lot of different types of beers. I bought an entire crate of just their brewery. It's like 16 different bottles of stuff. So I'll be trying them intermittently on the channel because I have all of their beers now. And yeah, this one is all right, but it's not for me. So I think a 4 out of 10 is pretty fair and just and kind. I am a kind overlord. Yeah, definitely in the category of beers that where the savoring beers, where I'm just curious about something. I just want to try something new. I've had all the my favorite beers so many times that I just want to be excited by something that I haven't had before. This is that kind of thing, and right now I am enjoying that experience. It's just not something that I would probably get again because the experience that I'm having now, that I'm sharing with you guys, is good enough for me. It's already served its purpose, for me at least. But yeah, other than that, give it a go if you like your IPAs. I think this is an interesting one. It's somewhat different from what from what you've had before. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you've had so many IPAs that this is just bog standard and I'm an idiot. But that's okay. I'll carry being an idiot, and I'll drink to that. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And please come back on another day for another beer because I have like 60 more bottles of different kinds of beer sitting back there, and there's easily more than that still at the even at the local supermarket. There's still more, and the import store has just hundreds of different types of beer. That store is great. It's actually the store that you see in my outro. The beer thingies. That's the store I go to buy all the beers that I can't get locally. And it's a cool store. I like going there. It's a good wander because I talked about it at some point. It's a bunch of kilometers to go there. It's a good day out to go there and pick up some beers. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and do come back on another day for another beer. Cheers, lads.